on the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tigers offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're just about ready to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on fourth and short. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down for this offense. Looking for room, it's Lee. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Thomas. He was hoping for a little more running room, and they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. And you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Between the uprights, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Gives it to the back on the draw. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his target down the middle. The expressway is wide open. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown LSU!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around, see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Third down play from the gun. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Bringing it back, it's Thomas. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Off he goes! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He makes the connection. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, I know the field goal wasn't good, but hey, 19. That's a pretty good lead.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Fires to the big fella. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
At the 36. That's a first down for the offense.
On the move, it's Booth. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Second down coming up.
Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires into traffic, picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
He lets one fly deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.